Hey there, and welcome back. And now joining me in over the gear set is Jimbo of Precision Ski. Jimbo, how are you doing today?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
Be up on the hill today would be awesome.
Yes, and with some of the fresher snow that we've had, in the beginning of the week or last weekend rather, and then just some sunny conditions today. I might actually.
I skied a couple of times this week. It was great. Soft snow. Your skis are quiet.
That's right.
It's all good.
It's still, I would say, technically early season.
Yeah.
And so that means we would be. I think you guys should hear me now. I think I've been just talking to myself. None of that. Anyway, going back, it's early season right now.
Yep, absolutely.
So sometimes you don't necessarily recognize that maybe some of your equipment isn't really up to date.
This is a perfect time to deal with it.
Yeah.
A lot of times this is when you're pulling stuff out of the closet and you're heading to the hill for the first time, or at least one of the first few times. And a good place to start with your equipment is your boots. I mean, if your feet aren't happy, you're not going to have a good time on the hill, and that's the way it works.
One run and you're done, kind of thing.
And at Precision, our reputation is as a custom boot fitting shop, and that's a little bit different from. There's a lot of shops that sell boots,
right?
And the difference is the fitting. That the models that we carry, for example, in new boots, just to show you a few things that are exciting.
Yeah, tell me about some of the new stuff that's coming in
from
the
Solomon. Yeah. First of all, they're working with boots that are very light. Feel the weight of that.
Holy cow! Yeah,
yeah. You're not kidding. It's much lighter, 25% lighter.
Okay.
And
not to mention, it just looks very sharp.
Yeah, and
look.
It not only looks but functions very well too. Everything that's black here is a certain type of plastic that we heat when we fit this boot, and your foot actually pushes out the shell and shapes the boot and the upper cuff and the lower body of the boot here to fit your foot, so that you're not struggling with pain on the ball of your foot or your ankle bones rubbing or any of that. It makes for a nice custom fit, and with some of the newer lighter plastics, that's all good.
Awesome.
From Nordica, this is a new style of shell from the ski industry that's been around for just a few years, called Cabrio design, and it has an upper shell, a lower shell, and a hard tongue.
Interesting.
And what that does is it removes a lot of pressure and issues of discomfort on your instep.
Sounds good to me.
And makes the boot fit a lot better. It has dual cuff alignment, so the cuff can be aligned to match how your legs come into the boot and take strain off of your knees and your feet. Much more natural fit is what it sounds like. The rage has been this boot this year, again, a very light boot. Feel that?
That's
you can just,
yeah.
And this is the Fisher vacuum boot.
Okay, tell me about that.
This is another type of plastic, a lower heat sensitive plastic that we heat the entire shell, and then there's pressure applied from the outside and pushes the shell down and matches the entire upper and lower shell to your anatomy. And then, they've included some features like this, which are touring modes that allows the boot to flex a lot when you walk around the village or take a hike in the back bowl, so.
Make it a little easier to get up the stairs and everything.
And, it's not just men's boots that have all of these features, the ladies' boots as well.
Okay.
Here's a Dalbello with the same three-piece design. This is the Chakra. It has a custom moldable liner called Intuition. Very, very warm. You can feel the plush in there.
Absolutely.
How could you have cold feet in a boot like that? And then, here's a Rosinol. This is the Vita 80. It's designed around a little bit wider foot, so it's possible to get into a boot that is really for your foot shape, and your performance level, and you can start to have a good time on the hill.
And it's important to stress that all these different models and brands can be found right at Precision Ski.
Exactly.
And then if you do have a current boot that you're pretty satisfied with, but maybe the liner is kind of starting to wear.
There's some options to upgrade your current boots with a custom liner. Okay. This is a boot that feels about as heavy as a paper envelope, but it's thick. It has a dual density liner, and it's very, very, very warm.
Okay.
So, you know, you can use this when it's cold out and use your stock liner in the spring.
There you go.
And the Zip Fit liner, that's been a real popular liner. It has a mixture of cork and clay in the body of the liner and in the tongue.
Oh, wow.
That's heat molded to your foot. I mean, this...
So again, just added
this is heaven
custom
for your
and comfort.
Exactly.
To your foot.
And, you know, any boot fitting starts with a good foundation, and that's having some sort of an insole, whether it's a trim to fit, like the Superfeed, or a semi-customizable A-line insole, or a full mold of your foot. You put that inside your boot, and it feels like you're standing in your footprints on the beach.
Oh,
it's awesome.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's a great great start of the day.
Yeah. Well, if somebody was interested in getting the new pair of boots or a new footbed, where can they find Precision's?
Well, Precision's on Summit Boulevard. We're across from the Walmart complex, in between 7-Eleven and Cammie's Yogurt.
Right there in Frisco.
Yeah, right on the main drag. So,
Yep.
you know, we've got a lot of really experienced staff. Most of the guys have been there at least 4 to 15 years, so we know our way around feet.
I bet. Awesome. Tell me real quick about how long does the process kind of usually take for someone?
Usually for a full custom boot fit, it's not more than an hour, so you don't
Great.
miss much time on the hill. You know, come in after skiing, before skiing, or take a break at lunch.
I just know for myself and other people I've talked to, just knowing about how much time they need to dedicate.
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
helps. Just
I mean, you know, we're not the specialists in the 1-minute boot fit.
That's right, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. We take pride in being
Absolutely.
a custom shop, and you know, we've got a lot of satisfied customers
Fantastic.
out there. So.
Well, pleasure always to see you, Jimbo. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
hey, thanks for
Tell us about
having me.
Ski boots, and we look forward to next weekend.
You bet.
What the next
we'll
thing
have
is
some
about.
surprise. Yeah.
All right, you bet. Because I know you do a whole lot more just boots as well.
You bet.
Tuning
You
and,
bet.
and the whole bit. So thanks again. And if you're interested in checking out what Precision all has to offer, well, there's a shot of it right there, some boot fitting, and they're located again right on Summit Boulevard in Frisco, across the street from Walmart. We're going to take another break here on Summit Sunrise, and we'll be right back with more, so stay tuned.